Have you ever wanted to live at Yonge and Eglinton at an affordable price point? That is exactly what we're going to be exploring today. Today, we're looking at Yonge and Eglinton condos at the price point of $600,000 and below. We're going to go anywhere from studios all the way up to your smaller one bedrooms and maybe some little bit larger one bedrooms. So we're going to check it out and you can get a sense of what properties are actually selling for at Yonge and Eglinton at that first time buyer price point. If you're new here, my name is Gabriele Battista from Homes into Reality. I'm a Toronto real estate agent who helps first time buyers get into their first homes and stay educated while doing so. So if you want to touch base with the services I provide, go in the description. My phone number, my email, and a link to book a call with me are all there. Properties you're going to be seeing over here, I picked 5 of my favorite first-time buyer condos under that $600K price point. The interesting thing about these is they've all sold in the last 3 weeks since January 1st. It's important because we want to make sure that the properties that we're looking at are up to date with the current market standards. So if you're watching this a year from now or 6 months from now and you want an updated video, you give me a comment and I'll do so as well. Anyways, right to the properties, let's get going. And this is our Midtown condos. And just to give you a sense of what the map is, we're looking purely Yonge and Eglinton. We could technically for Midtown go a little bit more west, go a little bit more east, go a little bit more south. But I think this is a good indication of what Yonge and Eglinton typically gets you. It's the most popular area of Midtown for condos. So we'll take a look. We're starting with our entry-level price point, which is our studio condo, listed at $429,000 and sold for $415,000 with a maintenance fee of just under $300 as well. So, you might look at that fantastic price. What is, what's going on in that area to get great prices? I would consider this one of the smallest condo layouts you're going to find, 345 square feet plus a balcony. And you'll see by the floor plan, it's essentially one long hallway with a room in the back for your bedroom and your Murphy bed and whatever you got to do there. So it's definitely a smaller space. You can see it's just the one hallway. It is very modern finishes, nice, clean, sleek. It definitely works for a student or for essentially your bachelor pad. But it, for many people, will be very underwhelming, and that is totally okay. But just to give you a sense of what that smallest price point really gets you, if you're looking at the $400,000 budget, this is that entry-level condo to its core. Took 46 days to sell on the market, so it took some time. Not many people are looking for bachelors or studio condos, so it took some time. But that is exactly what $415,000 gets you. Next, we're looking at 99 Broadway. We're still in that price point of under $500,000. We're looking at a list price of $494,000. Ended up selling for $488,000. So still a smaller condo we'll look at. We're 420 square feet, a little bit bigger than the last one with a maintenance fee of $351. Broadway, it's one of the, if you look over here, the first condo we saw was in the other tower. This is in the northern tower. So we're just off of Right Path and Broadway to give you a sense of how it compares to Midtown Toronto. Very short walk to the subway. But let's take a look at our bite-sized condo. A little bit of a longer hallway, same type of hallway style, same smaller nook for, let's say, a living room. The only major difference is instead of a studio, it is a one bedroom. So let's add that last property, add a bedroom, and you have what you have over here in the high $400,000. Again, with a condo fee of $351.50 and selling for $488,000. One bedroom, bathroom, no parking, and one locker. Moving on again to 195 Red Path. That's the same building the studio was in that same little complex core. You'll see as we look to this pocket, all the 3 condos have been in this pocket over here. Maybe it's a good trend to show maybe where the smaller condos are coming from. But let's take a look. Listed at $510,000 and after 11 days sold for $500,000. Once again, one bedroom, one bathroom, no parking, one locker, and 470 square feet. So we'll take a look at the property a little bit more. Front, we actually have a little bit more space. Doesn't feel as squished as the last one. The hallway into a large open kitchen that opens up into your living space. Have room for a coffee table and a couch. That's excessive, but it's a first for the condos we're seeing today. A little bit larger, modern finishes, similar to the last ones, with a proper bedroom. A little bit of a smaller bedroom, as you see. It looks like it's probably a twin or a double, but actually that picture looks a little bit better. But it's not a huge bedroom, but still, you got a walk-in closet as well. And nice bathrooms as well. Good space, washer, dryer, nice view, a little bit of a larger balcony. With that being said, you're still at that $500,000 price point. So we're still talking entry-level price point, which is great to look at. Not yet at 500 square feet, so again, still a little bit smaller, but we're now getting a bedroom, a little more space, something where probably a couple can live in there a little bit easier. we're jumping up square footage wise and overall property wise. We're changing the building up a little bit as well. 98 Lillian Street, if we look at where that is located, it is located just off of Yonge and Eglinton on the east side, just by the Loblaws, which is a nice building. I've been there a few times. We're looking at listed at $595, and they end up selling for $570,000. You'll see 83 days on market. That shows you where the condo market is right now. A lot slower, definitely slower pace. Takes some time to sell these properties, even though they show decently well. Full size living room. It actually feels like it fits enough space. Good space. Overall good layout. Easily could fit a TV, couch. Nice look to it with your kitchen at the entrance level as well. You lose that hallway space, which in my opinion before was wasted space. Now you right away walk into the living space and it's used a little bit better. Has space for, let's say, this actually would work for a kitchen island as well, but they use it for a coffee table plus a living space separately. Nice sized bedroom. Opens up to a very nice view. Clean, sleek. I like the finishes on the property. And they're going to show you close-up finishes as well. And then a decent view as well, which is looking east. So that's a decent look. Actually, it says it's facing south. Let's see. I guess it is facing. I guess this would be facing south then. Looking at the specifics of it, we're just over 500 square feet, $433 for your condo fee, and then again $570,000 with no parking and no locker. And the last condo layout that we are looking at is 2221 Yonge Street. This is a nice building and it's in a different part. It's right by Yonge and Eglinton. Just south, there's a nice little fountain area over here. And you have these lovely condos. So we're looking at a price point, again, of $570. Listed at $599 after 22 days. Ended up selling for $570. Similar square footage. Let's take a peek. So larger area, actually, it feels like a much larger area. Very easily get a nice kitchen island over here. Probably can get something a little bit bigger here as well for a kitchen island. Smaller appliances, but very similar to what condos typically have. Similar layout to the last one where you have enough room for a couch and a TV. And just behind, you'll have the bedroom space. A little bit of a smaller bedroom space, a little bit tight it looks. Maybe it could be the photos. Darker, all white finishes. It feels a little bit dark, this property, for whatever reason. Even if you look at some of these as well. Like this is a little bit brighter, but if you go to, let's say, this feels a little bit dark. I don't know why. Open condo views, which is a little bit nicer. I know this building particularly has nice condo views, but you're looking at, again, $570,000 with just under a $400 maintenance fee and 0 parking spots, no locker. Does not include any of your utilities. So now tell me, were you surprised by these properties? Were these properties too small for you? Would you expecting similar things like that? I think it was nice to be able to compare a studio to a 1-bedroom, or maybe a smaller 1-bedroom to a little bit of a bigger 1-bedroom. I think some of these properties, many people could picture themselves living in. I bet many people probably in the comments would say, I couldn't live in some of these, and that's totally okay. Midtown Toronto tends to lean a little bit smaller and definitely has no parking. I think all 5 of those didn't have any parking. So if anything specifically surprised you about those condos, you let me know in the comments. Of course, we only can show the 5 for now. If you are interested in seeing more properties like this, exploring sales a little bit more, talking about how these properties affect your first time buying goals, again, book a call with me in the description. I'm happy to go through more properties with you on a more detailed basis and make sure they fit exactly what your home search is looking for. Thanks for watching. If you have any neighborhoods you want me to dig deeper in, price points you want me to dig deeper in, you let me know, send me a message. I'm happy to do so and make more videos coming out every single week on Homes into Reality.